5, 16, 19, 21, 33, and 10. Check results. Do you remember?
Yeah, so I was at the gym the other day, trying to get fit and healthy. And I see this guy on the treadmill next to me, as you do. And he's running like he's being chased by bees. I know, just absolutely bricking it. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, this guy must be really healthy and dedicated, That's what's going through my brain while I'm in the gym, But then I noticed something strange, you know. He's wearing jeans. We're at the gym, he's wearing jeans. And not just any jeans. No. Skinny jeans. I mean, I've heard of athleisure, but, this is just ridiculous. So I ask him, I say, hey man, because it's my business, obviously, I say, why are you wearing jeans to the gym? And he looks at me like I'm crazy. Like I'm the madman, like I'm the crazy one. And he says, bro, these are my workout jeans. They're designed to keep my legs tight and toned while I run. It's crazy. I don't know about you, but I think I'll stick to my old sweatpants. Thank you. I'll stick to the sweatpants. At least they won't cut off my circulation and make me pass out on the treadmill. Thank you. I've been me, and you guys have been excellent. At least I won't pass out on the treadmill. AI. There's a fear it might take over and take jobs from artists. We've all seen the renders they can do. But I'll let you know one thing. Comedians, you're safe. Stand-up will live on for a bit longer. That's not, if anything wipes, it lived through COVID and it's going to live through the AI as well. I asked Chat GPT, whatever it is. I said, firstly I said, hey, by the way, what day is it now? Number 70, are we on 80 now? I think we're still 79. That's great, 79 years in a row, keep the doctor away, all that good stuff I always say. Hey guys, yeah. But I originally asked, I said, firstly I said hey, because I always say hey. That's the first thing I always say when I go into ChatGPT, whatever it's called. Because I'm like, it's polite. It's just, pleasantries and that. He or she or neither is like, hello, how can I assist you today? Brilliant. I love that. I said, can you write me 3 jokes I can tell during my, this is sad, yeah. And then they were like, of course. But then they gave me like sort of knock jokes. Like, why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Also, not really original. You've basically just taken these off the internet. You haven't came up with these. So I then said back, can you write me a joke in the style of a stand-up comedian? Reason being, I talk about a lot of things I like on here. A lot of things I don't like as well. I'm sort of normal in that way. I have things I like and don't like. And sometimes it's podcasts. I mentioned listening to Theo Von's podcast. I listen to a lot of podcasts I listen to, whether it's a comedy-centric podcast or it's done by comedians. TMG, I've been listening to Theo Von's, Curtis Connor, I listened to, probably more. And recently, kind of begrudgingly, because I was like, I don't think it's going to be my thing, but then I kind of realised, I started watching a lot of clips for this podcast, and I realised I might as well just start at the beginning and listen to them all, and it's great, because there's obviously so many to watch. I'm like 2 years backlog. Bad Friends, Andrew Santino, and Babby Lee. And Andrew Santino, I think I first knew of him from being in Lil Dicky's show Dave, which I think is great. Season 3 is coming out in April. Looking forward to that. And I've listened to his podcast a couple times, Whiskey Ginger. Just listened to like the one he did with Jack Whitehall and stuff. And I think, I first listened to Whiskey Ginger because he did one with Lil Dicky and stuff from the show, and I wanted to hear about the show, and I kind of got into it that way. And I don't know. And look, all these people as well, apart from Curtis Connor, but all these other people, they. Oh, I guess Theo Von sometimes does it on his own, but they're all sort of interview or doubles. But these are professional comedians, so they're good at making things entertaining. And I can't help but feel like I then sit down to do this, and I'm just kind of like, well, this is shit, isn't it? Just sort of on my own, talking about. Oh, did you see actually? Apparently, fucking Michael B. Jordan got called corny on the red carpet. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm wearing glasses. So I was like, you know what? How do you do that, man? It's just like, I know there's two of them, so you can riff and bounce off each other. It's a lot easier in that sense. But that whole job is stand-up comedy, and you're out there and you're alone, man. So I was like, okay, well, I've got nothing good going on up here, but the internet can be my ally. So I asked AI, which already sounds like a terrible idea, write me it's a good joke, stand-up comedy style, because I'm going to do what they do, and I'll be raking in the cash-ready dollar Wonga. Who remembers Wonga.com? Adverts always on TV. How'd it go? Cash ready Wonga. Big chunky man. We'll call him rotund, thicker man. And that just used to be a thing. Like, yeah, it was just like a normal thing, and they don't exist anymore. Big old scam. Interest rates, borrow money company, desperate uni students, incest rates. I know they're skyrocketing in Louisiana. I didn't know if they were in the. I just farted. Yeah, so they kind of got deemed just sort of almost illegal at how bad and scummy those interest rates were, which is just, I guess a shame for whoever the frick Wonga is. But I guess the guy doing the adverts, the same guy doing all the adverts, and he's lost his job, so it's a shame not seen him work since. But yeah, I thought, I need to rake in. I got a big spot on my nose, by the way. Or at least it's looking like it, the way the light show. Stop getting distracted. And I'm not like all these other people, by the way. I'm not going to claim I have ADHD for some kind of, interesting points. Look at me. I've got something interesting about me. ADHD. Whoa, I'm so crazy. I'm all over the place. My mind's here and there. No, I'm just getting a bit distracted. I'm not calling out people with ADHD. I'm not calling out anyone. Actually, I don't want any beef. I'm a keyboard warrior. If I see you in real life, you can beat me up. No, I'm not. That's not an open invitation. I'm just saying if you wanted to, you probably could. Although I am deceptively fast. I say deceptively because I'm a lanky streak of piss, to be honest. And when people assume, you've got like the leg span. No, that's not right. You've got the strides, so you can cover more distance with less work. But they usually assume, I don't know, there's just too much of it and you can't control your limbs, you're sort of all over the bit. But I would say I'm deceptively, I'm a little bit quicker than people. I've been challenged to races in public, which sounds random, but I have. And I usually hold my own and do pretty well. Deceptively quick, I could hustle, I can make a career out of this, hustling. And everyone's looking at Usain Bolt, the actual quick people. That's how they make their money by actually being quick. I'd make my money by people thinking I was slower than I was and beating regular sped people, but just because they thought they could beat me. I'm deceptively fast. I don't know how quick I could do 100 meters. I think what's considered good, I think 12 seconds, if you're not like an Olympic athlete, you're considered fast, right? That's what I would say. Like if you're like someone training and like even if you do sprinting on like a even if just like in a regional sense, so you don't go Olympics or anything, but you just do it for like you're not gonna know that reference maybe depending where you live. You just do it for like your county or your borough or your state or whatever. You're still doing it every week, so you're still probably pretty quick. But I think for the average Joe who just works in, Tesco/Walmart or whatever, and it doesn't actively run, I reckon 12, it'd be like, damn, okay, you're quick. I think even 13, like, come on. We're just all, at this point, we've got bad knees, we're getting public transport, but we're not children, we don't run every day. I can't remember the last time I ran. Like, I guess maybe for the train, but even then you're just jogging along. The last time I full sprinted at full capacity. I can't remember those days. It's a distant blur. I cannot remember the last time I sprinted, jogged for the train, or quickly jogged for the train. Yeah, but like full pelt. Like what can these legs actually do? Let's test these out. You know, it's like in my family, I think we've had 3 cars since I was born. We had one. It was a Renault. Ugly color. It was sort of like a burgundy color. Did really like it though. Sort of like a dust bucket thing, like, you know, classic car. You gotta roll the window down like that. The little handle. Sort of the seats weren't that. I don't think they were that. They weren't full of dust. But when I remember back to, I feel like they were. Like if I hit it, it'd be like. But I don't think it was at the time. Sort of had like a ceiling, like it was a skylight thing, which you could like pull back. I kind of liked the manualness of it. You know, just a classic 5-seat car, you know. Family run around burgundy, though. Renault Scenic, I think it was called, if you want to know the specifics of it. And we had that probably for like, I don't know how long we had it for, as long as I can remember, from birth basically to like, for like, let's just say 18 years. 16 years. We had it a long time, and then we switched. And we basically did that thing where you borrow cars, so you keep on for. It's like a phone upgrade. You're on like a contract, and you upgrade after 2 years. So they give you like a pre-owned car, and you just have it, and then 2 years you can get another one or something. I don't know. I don't drive. So then we did that. We had like a Ford, and now we have like a. Fuck! I don't even know what it is. What the fuck is it? An MG? I don't know. They all look, every car they've looked pretty much the same. They basically just changed the colours. Went burgundy, grey, black. This is such a relevant. Why am I talking about this? Car. Fuck. ADHD. Sprinting. Right. Jesus. So the car. Like, oh yeah, so we've had all these cars. Whether you've had one car basically your whole childhood, or your family had like 16 different cars, always just switching up. You've never been in the car, and I doubt your parents, when you weren't in there, ever actually like drove the car to its full capacity. Ever went like, no, let me just go somewhere, put my foot down, and just see whatever top speed you can get this to. Like a classic, when you think about it, a classic road car can get up to could probably push 200 miles per hour now. I feel like on a little dash thing, it probably says 160 max, maybe. 200 might be a bit far. But nah, newer cars, maybe. Let's just say 180. Sort of. Is that the Mandalorian? Is that what it's called? Back to the Future? Is that what speed that's to get? Or is that 80? I don't remember, man. Sorry, pop culture lovers. But yeah, like, the cars can go like 180, let's say. I've never been in a, I guess my family drive maybe relatively slow, but even on the motorway, they don't even hit 70. They'll go like 55 max. So if I'm in anyone else's car, I'm like, whoa, this is a trip. I feel like I'm about to go back in time. When realistically, 70 is not speeding. You're allowed to go 70. It's on the speed limit thing in some parts of the motorway or whatever. But to me, I'm like, oh, okay, if don't kill me in here, my type thing. So that's always a thought, but. Even if you're going 70, like, no one is ever really... Even if you're speeding, your wife's giving birth, you're trying to make it hospital, you're going like 100. If it can get to 100, why even make it go that fast, No one... Like, in what scenario would you ever want people off the road to be able to go that fast? If you want to, like, stop people speeding, why not just cap the cars at like, 80 miles per hour then? If you don't want people to, like, speed... If you don't want people to, because people will, like, sometimes you see like racer kind of people on the street, they'll push it as hard as they can, they'll be weaving in and out of people going mental. And it's like, if you don't want people to do that, why not just cap it at 80? Like, do you want to like at least give a chance to the people being chased down by the police? Like, oh, it's exciting though, isn't it? Let's give them a fighting chance. Let's let the road races go on, which... there might be, because, like, wouldn't that just be a thing for crime? Like, all road cars could only go, like, 90 miles an hour max, but then police cars could go 150. I don't know why I'm giving ideas. One of my favourite videos oh, God, it's such a good video. The Liverpudlian kids in the car, like on a police chase. Just the accents. Go lad, yo, do a left Bagley, go down Bagley Road, we'll ditch him there. Go lad, yes lad, get the tunes on lad. Always Liverpool people just sort of getting away from the police, and they make it. Then you get, it's like a minute and a half video, but you get invested to the characters. I can't remember any of their names now, but you get invested. You know, you're like, you want them to get away. I don't know what they did. I don't know whose car this is. They could have stole it from a a dying or sort of poor quality life or sort of handicapped boy. Sorry chap. Maybe I was gonna say paralyzed geezer, but he wouldn't be driving. They could have. I don't know that though. I don't know. To me, they stolen the car. It's just a bit of fun, and I'm rooting for them. And they get away just about. They're going for the game plan. Like, what do we park it? We park it. You go and park it, lad. Go and park it down, lad. You jump out the front. And I'm the guy in the back. It's one of those cars which hasn't got back doors, so it's like, and obviously none of them got seatbelts on. So you're like, okay, they're gonna get to the park it quickly, and then get out and sprint across the park, and they'll outrun the police easy, right? The police will just kind of be like, you meddling kids type thing. So it's like, okay, for sure. Obviously, they've not got seatbelts on. Both doors will open. All they've got to do is brake quick. The front two can get out quick. And I'm just like, the guy recording them in the back, like he's got to like, because obviously you haven't got time to push the front seat down. You don't want to risk that. It's not your car. You probably don't know how to do it. Or like, it could be jammed. Don't want to even try. So it's like, say your coat gets caught, you gotta like jump through the middle where the gear stick is and then get out either of the doors. It's like him in the back, like I was getting heart palpitations, like make it. He gets out in time, and when they turn back to how close the police were, like they were out of the car, they were pretty close, like you only had a couple seconds, and it's like that's peak. If one of you gets caught out of the three, it's like you want all or none. Well, no, I'd want to get away realistically, but yeah. Petty crime, but yeah, no. What I was more saying is like I was trying to compare like a car. Or if you do, you very rarely see the full capacities of that car. Like I remember I bought a boat, and like I was on the main straight, and no one's around. And by the way, also it's a boat. Like it's not exactly like you're gonna get into crashes and there's people around you. Maximum you can go like 6 miles an hour max, and you're gonna probably blow up the engine. So you're going like 3 miles. You could walk faster. But when we go down the front, the engine's roaring. Sounds like absolute shit. The thing that the smoke coming up, I'm just like, I keep pushing the stick down. I'm just curious, So basically, if I was a car, I've not to full sprint probably in the last maybe 6 years. I don't know. Deceptively quick, I feel. Why am I talking about being deceptively quick? Beat me up, because I said I'd call out people with ADHD, but it's just that, it's very popular to be like, oh no, I'm just all over the place. I feel like I've got ADHD now. Should I get checked? It's like, do what you want, man. But no, I am deceptively fast, and if I had to guess how quick I do 100 meters, 12 would probably be pretty cocky, pretty arrogant. I just said 12 is quick. I think realistically, the record is like 9 point something. If you're doing 11, you're fast. You're probably running you probably ran regionally at some point. I feel like 12, you're quick. You're going to be quicker than most people. Like you're probably the fastest person in your workplace. That's all I care about. I don't care about being fastest in like London or far. I know that's a pipe dream. That's not possible. I'm not even close. Like I didn't do it even in sports day. They made me do triple jump, piss take. They made me do fucking 1500 because no one else wanted to do it. They gave me the scraps. I never did a sprint in my life, and good, because I would have been embarrassed if I came 8th. So I wouldn't even been good in the school sense, but it feels like in school everyone's quick, man. I know it's hard. But I feel like in my workplace, of course, I know you're thinking they're all like 50-year-old women, but you get the odd youngies, and I reckon I'd gas them out. I reckon I'd be let down. If I was 14 seconds, 100 meters, that would let me down. I don't think I am. I think in school, when I was like 14, I probably ran 13. If I had to guess, I'd probably say I either ran like 12.9 or 13.2 seconds, probably when I was in like year 8, so you're like 14 or something. And I reckon I'm quicker now, because I was like a lot shorter, just sort of, I just know for a fact I'm cooking. I'd want to be able to at least get 12. I'd want to get to 12.8. Now I reckon I could run it 12.8, 100 meters, 12.5. If you gave me a couple goes, I reckon 12.5. I reckon I could. I'm still in my prime. I'm yet to hit my prime actually. I will. I reckon I'll hit my prime when I'm about 28. In terms of no, I won't. What am I saying? In terms of speed, I can barely. I walked the other day. Like it's a distance you could get like public transport, but I walked it. I don't have shin splints, but when I couldn't. I physically was not in pain, but it was a matter of immobility. Like I got back and I was like, well, I'm fucked. Like I'm not. It doesn't hurt, but it kind of does. There's a pain there. It's not like it's not like I've pulled something. It's just like my legs didn't like that. They were like, you don't do this usually. You don't walk. I live like I am paralyzed, even though I have the ability to walk. I don't take advantage of my legs enough. I'll just sit for 15 hours and then go to bed, and then wake up and just sit there. I remember times you wake up from your sleep and you realize, oh wait, I should probably at least just walk in a circle. At least I haven't walked today. You know, let's walk. So yeah, no, fuck that. My prime probably was past, but I know for a fact I'm faster than I was. I'll smoke my 13-year-old self. I was meant to be talking about my favourite podcasts, the fact that everyone was like, we stand with Gary Lineker, not doing the match of the day, which I'm surprised they still even put on TV. You know, you can just watch the highlights. It's not really the same, you can just watch the highlights on YouTube. But fuck it, I spoke about this. I spoke about what the fuck I spoke about instead. Thanks for that AI. That all stemmed from just AI giving me a bad joke. Which, if I didn't clarify, that was basically me doing bad stand-up, which AI wrote for me at the beginning, because I didn't really say. I think this was 79, it might have been 80, whatever one it was, then, you know, number after that will be next. Yeah. Dankeschön.
Here with the kids, and they had like 3 kids, and the geezer was probably on like maximum 20 bags a year. Like the most boring bloke you'll ever meet. Like,